Thank you to Baker's Signature for providing this sample. In exchange, we're going to bake a cheesecake in their pans and show you all the benefits of these wonderful pans. So this set comes with a 4-inch pan, a 7-inch pan, and a 9-inch. Today we're going to be using the 9-inch. We're going to make a cheesecake. Some great things about this cheesecake pan is it's non-stick. It heats throughout, and I could put it in the oven up to 450 degrees, or I could put it in the refrigerator if needed. So we're going to use this. I'm going to show you all the benefits. It does open and close. It cleans nicely. You get to see all of that. All right, guys, so I have my pan. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my non-stick spray and just coat the pan a little bit, just so that way it gives it an extra layer of protection so that my crust doesn't stick. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my crust and I'm going to put it in here and come get a closer look. We are putting in our pan nicely. Here we go. So I'm pressing this down nicely in my pan. Next thing I need to do is I need to work the sides. So I'm going to use my I have my crust inside my spring pan here, and what we're gonna do next is we're gonna pop it in the freezer, let it sit, and we'll get to the ingredients that we're gonna mix and pour in for the cheesecake. All right, so I have my cheesecake filling, and I have taken out my spring pan with my crust out of the freezer, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour this in, and we're gonna create our cheesecake. All right, that looks good. Cut. All right, I have all my filling in. I'm just gonna smooth this out before I pop it in the oven. Here we go. It's nice, it's creamy. Okay, smooth it out. And we are all set to put it in the oven. Okay, so I've cooked the cake. I've left it in the oven. I've done exactly what the recipe says. I ended up taking it out of the oven and putting it in the refrigerator. And I let it cool. It's been sitting, and now we're gonna take it apart and we're gonna dive in. So I'm gonna show you how easy it is to open up this spring pan, show you how neat, easy, clean the pan is, and we're gonna do a taste test. Alrighty, so here's the spring. Pop it open, and look at that, how clean this pan was. It's nice and easy, it pops right off. Listen, I'm gonna dive in, I'm gonna cut into this, I'm gonna put this back on later, close it back up, and store it with some tin foil on top, and serve it again another day. So here we go. So one thing is, we're not using a knife to cut because I don't want to scratch the bottom of the pan. I am going to use a server. I'm just going to slice down. I'm definitely not going to try to scratch that pan whatsoever. Okay, so I also have my taste tester here who's going to help us taste test and let you know how it is. So I'm slicing into the cheesecake. All right, so a tiny piece for a tiny kid. Here we go.
Hey. No, you got too big of a piece.
Okay, and just to show, here's the pan. I'll show you inside. All right, guys, so we're finished with our cheesecake. I'm gonna store it, and I put the spring back on. I'm gonna push it together. Notice the clasp is closing. Close it up, and I'm ready to go back and store it, and it protects it It's nonstick, it's easy to clean, it's easy to take on and off, and my cheesecake is perfect.